comment,
and subscribe for more content.
Where's the notification bell?
It's to the right of you.
Oh. What's up, guys? It's MD Shady from a Funko podcast, back at it again with another great video for you guys today. Today, we'll be taking a look at my top 10 favorite Monsters, Inc. pops. But before that, don't forget to subscribe if you're new here and hit that little notification bell to be notified when future content like this video gets released. But anyways, guys, let's check it out. So, like I said, we'll be taking a look at my top 10 favorite Monsters, Inc. pops. And this is more or less not just Monsters, Inc. We're just calling it Monsters, Inc., but it is Monsters, Inc., Monsters University, and Monsters at Work. So any of the Monsters pops can be in this top 10 list. So let's check it out with number 10. So coming in at number 10 on my list is actually a pop from Monsters at Work, and that is Val Little. I really like the character of Val Little, and I think that this pop turned out very, very well. It looks good. The character design is kind of weird, so it kind of really works for a pop vinyl. It's very easy to... They don't really have to do a whole lot of changes of the character design to make it a pop, just kind of give it those pop eyes, and because of that, I think it looks great. The mouth looks awesome, and I mean, what more can you ask for from a pop like that? Moving on to number 9 on my list, it's actually a Monsters University pop, and that is Mike Wazowski, just the common one, where he has the books and the Monsters University hat on. I think that pop's really good. I wish we could see a newer Mike Wazowski where he's just not wearing anything, he has no other accessories, kind of like that original one, but where he has a mouth. But I think that this pop is good. I think it's better than the original because you have the hat and the books. It just gives it a little bit more of an oomph, a little bit more flair. Coming in at number 8 is a pop that I really wish was higher on this list, but I feel like we need a remake of this pop for it to become high on the list, and that is George Sanderson. What a great character. Everyone loves George Sanderson. I mean, the 2319 code. Just a huge moment. One of the, probably the fan favorite moment from all of Monsters, Inc. I would assume most people would agree with that. And the character's cool. The white eyes are kind of weird, especially considering it has black eyes on the box. So that's iffy, but I really hope we do see another George Sanderson, and then maybe it would make way higher on the list. Coming in at number 7 is Boo with her monster hood up. I really like this pop. I think it looks great. I mean, it's kind of the Boo that people would want, where she has the hood up and she's looking super adorable, and it kind of has those googly eyes that are made on the costume, which are also kind of popified, which is really, really cool. This is probably the best Boo pop in my opinion. Moving on to number 6 is Celia, and this pop has a lot of awesome detail, from the scales to the hair. The hair looks so good with the snakes, and how each snake also has pop eyes makes so much sense, and obviously she only has the one eye, but I think it looks good as well. Coming in at number 5 on my list is the Amazon exclusive Flocked Sully, where he has the colander on his head and he's got the trash can lid as a shield. Such a great moment from the movie where they're finding Boo and they're very scared of her because humans are bad. This pop just displays the fear in Sully's eyes so much, and I love that it's flocked. It makes sense to have a flocked pop for Sully because he's a big furry kitty. Moving on to number 4 on my list is actually the Mike Wazowski from the same scene, where he has the oven mitts on and the scuba, the flippers, and I think that this pop is just a little bit better than that Sully because there's a little bit more going on with the stuff that he has. He's got all the stuff on his head and everything, and this Mike Wazowski has a mouth, which is huge for Mike Wazowski because he shows a lot of emotion in all of the Monsters content, and you need that mouth to kind of show whether he's happy or whether he's frightened, which he is with this pop. Moving on to number 3 on my list is Sully with Boo. This is so cool. This scene is also another great scene from Monsters, Inc. where they're in the Chinese food restaurant and Sully is trying to get away with the container of Chinese food, which obviously contains Boo inside, and then she kind of just pops up from the container, and they did a good job. I really like how her hands are kind of on the outside of the box. They could have easily just had the box and then had just her head coming out of it, but her hands are actually coming out of it, like what you see in the scene, and it's another one of those Sully pops that is very detailed and looks so good, and again, there's some expression on his face, which makes sense. You kind of need that for pops like this. Number 2 on my list is Roz, and man, this has got to be one of the best pops for, how would I put this? One of the pops that actually looks like the character, like, to a T, I guess you could say. And Roz is definitely like that. I love how they kind of didn't go with the normal mold of having just pure black eyes or just black eyes or eyes of one color. They went with doing her like skin color and then having the line kind of come over the circle of the eye, which looks so good. It really does look like how her eyes look in the movie. And I mean, there's so much other details on this pop, like the kind of snaily, slug-like texture of the skin. Obviously, the clothes look good, the hair looks good, the glasses turned out really, really well. Roz is definitely one of the best Monsters, Inc. pops. Coming in at number 1 on my list is the Yeti, and more specifically, the Hot Topic exclusive that is scented like, hopefully, lemon snow cones. We haven't really seen it in person yet, so I haven't been able to open up the box and smell that lemony goodness, but I hope that the smell is very pungent, and obviously with a scented pop, that's what you want, is the smell to kind of stay around for a while, but I think it will be really, really cool, and this pop of the Yeti is so amazing. It looks great. I love the color gray that they've used for his hands and his feet and kind of around his eyes, and his facial expression looks really, really great. They needed a good mouth on there because that is his mouth does take up most of his face, which is so cool. The snow cone tray looks really, really great as well. He's definitely another fan favorite character, and I knew that he had to make number 1 on my list. If there was ever a flocked one that was also scented, that would just be crazy, and then that would top this one, but right now we just have the scented version, so that's at number 1 on my list. That's all the time we have for today. I hope you liked my list, and if you did, don't forget to smash the like button. Leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know what is your favorite Monsters, Inc. pop. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here and hit that little notification bell to be notified when future content like this video gets released. But anyways, guys, I'm out of here. Peace in, peace out.
Follow us on all of our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at A Funko Popcast. If you want to check out some of our other content that's featured on our channel, you can click either the playlist that's on your screen right now featuring previous episodes of our weekly podcast, A Funko Popcast, or we have suggested a video for you guys in relation to today's video.